Okay, right, so first construction is the bisector of an angle using only a compass and a straight edge. So this, it can come up in junior cert ordinary level, junior cert higher level. It's not in the Leaving Cert Foundation level course, but it's in the Leaving Cert ordinary level and higher level courses, okay? So the question says, bisect the angle ABC using only a compass and a straight edge. Okay, so here I have my compass and my straight edge. Now when you're setting up your compass, I won't go through this in every video, but when you're setting it up, just because this is one of our first constructions, just make sure that the pencil is sharp, okay, and it works out nicely if the lead ends just maybe a little bit underneath the needle there of the compass, and then spin this around to tighten it. Okay, now you don't want this compass to be like, see the way here, this is nice and tight and tightly screwed on, okay? If that gets really loose, make sure you let your teacher know, because we can tighten it, okay? You can go down to the engineering room and tighten that there, okay? This one's really nice. Basically, all you have to do is put the needle, place the needle on the angle there. Okay, now when you're spinning your compass, you're never spinning this, you're never holding this arm of the compass at all. Okay, you're only holding either this arm of the compass or up here, this spinny part of the compass. Okay, you need this needle to be pushed into the page nicely. Okay, a good amount of pressure on that, so that when you're drawing this arc here, it's not going to like move off the page or anything like that. Okay, so place that down there on that point and draw a nice arc that goes through both arms of the angle there. Okay, now at this point here, you can change the distance in your compass, but you don't need to, so I usually just keep it the exact same. Okay, now what we've created here is 2 points that are the same distance away from this point B. Okay, and what I want to do is from these 2 points also find a point where they overlap that is the same distance away from both points. Okay, so if you do change the arc that's on your, or the angle, the distance that's on your compass, now that's fine, right? But once you draw an arc from one of these points of intersection, let's say here, okay, you cannot change the compass and the distance between these arms on the compass. You cannot change that now when you're going from this point here to this point over here. Okay, so it's really important there that your compass distance stays the same, so you're not touching that pencil arc at all. Okay, and draw that second arc there. Now, once you have that done, guys, that means that this point here is the same distance away from both of these lines, so it's cutting that angle in half. Okay, so it's bisecting it. That just means cutting it in half. Okay, so we've now cut that in half, and we use our straight edge here to connect up the lines. Now, if you're unsure of where that line connects, okay, what's nice to do is just place your pencil on there first and then line up the ruler. Okay, that's just if you're being really, really picky with your construction. But that's that angle bisected, okay? Make sure you mark that point of intersection between those 2 arcs as well, just so the examiner can see really clearly that is the point that you're going through. Okay, once you're finished, you can cheat a little bit if you want, okay? You can check, did I do that accurately? That's wrong way around. Nope, that was correct. Okay, you can check, did I do that accurately, by just measuring the 2 angles. So there I've created an angle of 20 degrees to the halfway point, or to the bisector, and likewise here from my bisector up to this arm is also 20 degrees. Just a little bit of confidence for myself, but that's not good enough to do as a starting point. You cannot use your protractor here from the get-go and say, okay, so that's an angle of 40 degrees, so the bisecting line is going to be at 20. You can't do that, okay? Here, you're getting the marks for those correct construction lines along the way. Okay, so it's important that those construction lines are there, okay, that they're in a pencil dark enough that can be scanned in for the exam, but that they are in pencil. Okay, if you make any mistakes in this, they're not to be scribbled out, they're to be rubbed out. Okay, and the construction lines left there. Don't rub out the construction lines because you're getting marks for those.